सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Namaskar, everybody. Okay, so today is Ditya Tithi, so that's the second day of the descending phase of the moon, and I just came back after playing volleyball, so I'm a little tired today, but I still wanted to talk. But yeah, we can talk about a relevant thing today. So we can talk about the importance of physical activity. I think the most important question today is how much physical activity do we really need? Different people do different kinds of physical activities. Some people like to play sports, some people like to go to the gym, some people do yoga, while other people are just busy doing their work inside their house. All the people are doing some form of physical activities. Without physical activities, our health cannot be in a good condition, that's for sure. But in the modern world, do we really understand the importance of physical activity? Do we really understand why we need it and how much we need it? Is it also likely that many people are overdoing physical activity? So what is the truth? Let's talk about it. You know, until a few, let's say until 100 years ago, nobody did any kind of exercise. I mean, in terms of going to the gym or those kind of things. There were physical activities were arranged naturally. People had to work in their field, and sometimes people wanted to play for fun, not for exercise. They never played for exercise at those times, okay? We don't play sports for exercise. We play it for fun, okay? And in those times, people were just too busy, and it was absolutely not necessary to do any extra exercise. But today, the time is different. We are using our mind more and less our body. Our mind is more active than our physical body. Most of the time we are sitting on the chair in our office, and that's why, to compensate for that, some people go to the gym, some people do yoga, and some people play sports. But it seems to me that many people are not doing these things in a right way, because this is subject to everybody's lifestyle. You must decide what you need to do and how much physical activity you need to do. You cannot just go to the gym because all other people are going. That's not the right decision. How much physical activity you need depends upon your lifestyle. For example, I will tell you an example. So until a few weeks ago, I was living with my family. I have 2 daughters, and I had enough work inside my house, so I didn't even need to go outside for doing physical activities. I would go around for a walk with my daughters, but that's it. Otherwise, I would just be working inside my house and I would be busy all the time. I didn't have any leisure time. So I never had to do any extra physical activities like going to the gym or even yoga. If you are really conscious and if you live your life in a conscious way, it may be true for you also. Maybe you don't need to go to the gym. If you take care of your house or the place where you live well. There are so many things inside your house that you can do, and if you do those things, you have enough physical activities that your body needs. From the morning, when you take shower, if you take shower every day in the morning, you are also doing some physical activity. And if you clean your house in the morning, let's say if you mop the floor or sweep the floor, everybody has to do it every day. You want your house to be clean, isn't it so? So if you clean your house, that's another physical activity that will burn a lot of calories from you. And if you cook your own food, there is there is more physical activity. And actually, when you do different kinds of things, these are adding diverse kind of physical activity, which is good for your body, because you are doing different kinds of things, and different activities require you to move your different body parts, and that is good. So if you are conscious of your living space, there is actually always enough work to do around you. When you have such work, it doesn't make sense to go to the gym. It doesn't make sense at all when you have a dirty floor inside your house and you go to the gym every day. It doesn't make sense if you have a dirty garden and you go to the gym every day, or you are doing yoga inside, closing your eyes. That is not a conscious living. You are only pretending if you do that. That's not going to help you in any way. So you must give first priority to those things which are necessary for your survival, for your well-being. You must be aware of the things that you need to do around you first. And if you have time and if you need additional physical activities, then you may consider going to the gym or playing some sports or whatever. and how much physical activity you need, you have to be careful. For this, you need to know what kind of body you have. If you have a thin body, if you have a lean body, you should never do excessive physical activity. You should only do very light physical activity. If you have a thin body, if you don't have any fat in your body, you shouldn't do any heavy physical works like playing football or those kind of things. If you do that, you will be putting stress on your body and muscles, and even your muscles can also get disintegrated if you do excessive physical exercise. So you must know your body type. If you have a little voluminous body, then maybe you need more physical work. In that case, you may need some heavy exercise, but again, be aware of the physical activities that are there that you can do around you, inside your house, in your backyard, in your front yard, and around. See, for example, I have a very thin and lean body type, and I don't do very heavy exercises. We shouldn't do because our friends are doing, or just to give company to our friends. We shouldn't go to the gym or do those kind of activities. Before doing anything, we must look inside and see what is appropriate for us. Okay, so these days many people are worried about losing weight and these things. But if you live a conscious life, this is actually never a problem. I never worried about gaining weight. It never came in my mind. And I never gain weight because I do the right things. I don't eat too much food. I don't eat unnecessary junk food. And I do everything consciously as much as possible. And if you do that, you'll never gain weight. How can you gain weight? It is not possible. You are gaining weight because you are sitting on the couch or watching television or eating chocolates, chips, and all those unnecessary things, and you are putting so much soda in your body, and you are stressing yourself so much with coffee and all those things, and that is causing a disbalance in your body, and it is giving you a problem. Otherwise, weight is never a problem. Have you seen a buffalo or a dog or a cat being fat? We need to learn from around. Have you seen any animal which are too thick or like that? No. Then only if we are not doing the right things, we can gain weight. Otherwise, gaining weight is not natural. It is not in our DNA. So that is the importance of of being conscious about your body type. And one more thing that you must understand is physical activity is not something that you for 1 hour every day. That's very wrong. Doing exercise for 1 or 2 hours and then coming to your house and then again sitting flat on that couch, that is also wrong. That is not going to help you. When you are talking about physical activities, you must understand that we need to be active physically throughout the day. So you need to divide your physical activities throughout the day until you go to the bed. From the morning, you need to keep moving your body. If you are sitting on a chair for more than 1 hour, you need to get up and stretch your body and then get back to work again. And again, you need to take a break and you need to stretch your body or do some physical activities. And you need to do that every hour or so. Only then that is conscious living. Only then you will not have to worry about gaining weight or being unhealthy. If you follow this advice, you will never gain weight and you will never acquire any kind of those chronic or such diseases. See, disease is not in our heart. In our existence, there is only health. How can we have diseases? Only if we live our life out of control or unnaturally, then we acquire diseases. Otherwise, how can we get disease? There is no way. So, it is very important to identify the right kind of physical activity and another thing is you need to do physical activities or you need to divide your physical activities throughout the day. I think this is something that many people are missing. Nobody tells you these things. Dietitians or those people who teach exercise or those things, they never tell you these truths. They only tell you what they have learned from the books, and that doesn't work for everyone. You need a deeper understanding of life. Okay, this much for today. Hare Krishna.